guys, I'm doing a review on the Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo Foundation, and this one is in shade 46 Light. And basically what they say, this is a high pigmented full coverage foundation, and I gave it a try when I was kind of going through that phase when I was looking for different foundations, and this one was recommended to me by the people at Sephora, but I didn't get it just because it was so expensive at that point. But then when I was in the States, like a month later, it was about $15 cheaper. Instead of like $55, it was $40. So then I was like, okay, I'll pick it up and give it a try, and I am so glad that I did. Basically, yeah, this is completely pigmented, and really it's like a full heavy coverage foundation. And actually I think this is the heaviest coverage foundation that I own and that I have ever tried. So it really will cover up anything that you have on your face, whether it's, you know, acne or just scarring or sunspots, like just hyperpigmentation, anything. Like, it completely makes your face completely flawless. I mean, even here I have a big zit here, I was a little bit red here, and then I have acne scarring all over my jaw, and I mean, my face looks amazing. So if you have anything you need to hide on your face, if you want that full coverage, then this is definitely for you. And I noticed that when I use this, I don't even have to use concealer kind of around my face. Usually I put concealer like on my nose, and then I have just kind of some acne scarring still down here and on my jawline. But I noticed that I didn't even have to do that. And even around my eyes, I put like a little bit amount of concealer, just that extra brightening, but already after I apply the foundation, it looks so much better. Now, they say that it lasts 24 hours, which, I mean, I wouldn't say it lasts quite that long, but I definitely say it is an all-day foundation, which is good because that's what you want in your foundation. I'd say like maybe 8 to 12 hours, which is really good. And kind of after that 12 hours, it's still like, it's not separating at all, and I have oily skin. It hasn't separated and it's still there. And I actually noticed even after I work out, yeah, it's not like all gone, and so it's sweat proof as well, in my opinion. And because it is so highly pigmented, just to get kind of that flawless face, you only need a little bit, whereas if I used one of my other foundations, I'd have to put like 4 layers of that foundation on just to get this desired cover everything effect. But since you only need the 1 layer because it is so highly pigmented, it just goes on really smoothly and you don't get that cakey feeling or anything. And it kind of, the packaging, it looks like this, which I like right now. Maybe when I'm near the end of it, I won't like that it's a pump. You can't actually see how much and everything is in it. But yes, you go like this, but it does have a kind of a compressor, so then this kind of moves up as you use it, so that's, yeah, that's really good. So you kind of pump out, and a little goes a long way. So you only need kind of, there we go, a tiny little amount, and like, oh my god, that looks like a concealer already. And then you just rub that in. And I mean, that's gonna cover everything. I have some bite marks on my hands and some veins. And like, look at that. My hand is flawless now. No more bite marks here. No more blue veins. Like, holy crap. That's awesome. The downside to it, which is workable, I don't even mind that much, is that it dries very quickly. So if you're one of the people, and I used to be like this, and when I use other foundations I put some on my hand, and then I use my either a brush or I use my little beauty blender, and I go kind of dab, 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 and then I start kind of blending it in. Now if you do that with this Kat Von D foundation, by the time you get to over here, after you've blended this side in, this is already going to be dry, and then you're just going to have like a circle on your cheek. So you cannot do that. Maybe it doesn't do quite that much, but you definitely can't just dab it all over your face and expect to still rub it in perfectly on that last place. So what I do, I mean, I just leave the squirt on my hand and then just take dab and then kind of dab it here and then blend it, and then I go back to my hand and get the next spice. And I mean, it's not like it's a hassle. That works totally fine. But that's just something to think about. If you're set in your ways, how you like kind of dabbing it all over your face and then working slowly to blend it in, it won't work too well. Just because it dries so quickly and nice and just makes it all look smooth and flawless. So that's just something to think of, I guess. It's not really a downside. I totally adapted how I put on this foundation, but it's just something to think about. So now with this, I actually don't wear it on an everyday basis. I find that it is almost a little too full coverage, which is crazy to say. I mean, too full coverage, usually I'm all about full coverage foundation. And like I said, it doesn't feel heavy on your skin, but I don't know, for me, just on a daily basis, I don't mind if it's not that full coverage. Like if, I don't know, if I had a little bit of sun, I don't mind if like up here looks a little more bronzed and stuff without having to put bronzer on. Or, you know, I have a couple freckles, you know, I don't mind if they show through. And this is gonna cover everything. But if I know I'm gonna have a really long day and I won't be able to reapply anything or touch anything up, then I'll use this. Or then if I'm going out in the evening and I wanna have that completely flawless, like stepped out of a Skin magazine face, and then I'll choose this as well. So yeah, I don't go through it too much. So, I mean, the price is really good, especially if you're in the States, because you only need that tiny amount. That little amount that I put on my face or on my hand, it probably would have almost lasted on my whole face. Maybe I'd do a tiny bit more, but I mean, yeah, you only need a really, really little bit. So overall, I really love this product, even though it's not like my everyday, but it really is amazing in hiding everything on your face. So if you want to have a completely highly pigmented full coverage foundation, then I would say give this a try. It is awesome. If you don't need a full coverage or you don't want a full coverage, then, you know, stay away from this because it's gonna just kind of paint your face as a blank canvas. A pretty blank canvas, but still, like, yeah, so think about it. I recommend it if you want that full coverage. It is an awesome product, and I hope this review was helpful, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.